everybody, welcome back to Sparks Fire and Baling Wire. This is going to be a short update video. I really haven't made any progress on the tractor to speak of. Kind of go through what I got left to do here. I think this is where I left off last time. I still need to remove the carburetor so I can get this linkage hooked up that goes behind there. Need to get the alternator bracket fabbed up yet. Since I'm going to 12 volt, generator's going away and I'm putting an alternator on there. You can buy a kit to do this. I don't remember what it costs, but I just bought this alternator off eBay for 38 bucks. I'm going to fab up my own bracket, which I've already started on. Just took a piece of flat iron, bent it. I don't know if you can see the scribe mark there, but I'm going to cut that, round it off. It'll get bolted on here. And I'll cut it down to whatever it needs and probably angle that off too, make it look a little nicer, and get it ground up and painted. The alternator will sit there about like that. So that's where I'm at on that. Still need to get spark plugs, new wires. I got a Pertronics kit to switch the distributor over to electronic ignition, get rid of the points. Then I need to wire the whole tractor, lights, alternator, coil, ignition. Everything's got to be wired yet. From the throttle up by the steering wheel, this rod comes down. There's a bracket here with linkage going up. This is what goes back to the governor, then it goes across back to the carburetor. So I got to get all that installed yet. So I didn't think about it and didn't have it ready. So I got to take the steering wheel back off to put the rod for the throttle and the hydraulics on, which means I'm going to have to knock that U-joint apart again. Slide the steering wheel out, because I don't think the steering wheel will come off the shaft without really marring something up. My next video is probably going to be dealing with this radiator. The filler neck is broken off. So I'm going to try my hand at soldering that back on. There's a few fins that need to be straightened out a little bit, but that's pretty minor. So anyway, my next video, whenever I get time to do it, is going to be devoted to getting this fixed up and ready to go back on. When I get the radiator done, radiator and grill shell need to go on at the same time. They don't have to. I could just bolt the radiator on there for now to get it running. But anybody that's ever pulled a radiator out knows if I have to drain it again, it's going to make a huge mess, and I just soon do it once and be done with it. I want to get this grill shell done too before I actually try and start the tractor up. I know I'm painfully close to having it running, but I really need to get this done before I can start it. I started working on this yesterday. I didn't film it, mainly because I didn't think I was going to have time to work on it, so I didn't bring my camera with me. And the second reason being I didn't think it was even going to be savable. This thing got punched in the nose pretty hard right here. This was caved back probably about almost to the radiator. There's a big crease running up over here and down through here. So I took the hammer and dolly and started beating on it. Got the old mesh cut out. I got a little bit of work left here, but it's never going to be perfect. I'm going to wind up skim coating it with some body filler. This is kind of one of the focal points of the tractor, so I want to make this look as good as it can. But I'm getting close. I didn't know if it was going to be savable or not, but it looks like it's going to be. A couple stress cracks down here on each corner I need to weld up. These are the old mesh pieces out of the grill. They are just mangled, so I cut them out. Those are scrap iron. This T-bar that runs down the center, I got that straightened up and cleaned up. So that'll have to get welded back in there. Then I have 2 new screens for it. All this is expanded metal. Just got a couple pieces of that cut. They'll just get tack welded in place. So it shouldn't take me a whole lot of time to get that done and ready to go. I also need to finish up the body work on this other fender, which I started on it. Both of these fenders have been hit by something in the past, either from turning too short or whatever, but they were both folded in. I got it straightened out, I got the cracks welded up, I just need to do some more grinding. A little bit of hammer dolly work done there, get it all sanded down and painted. There's a little bit of pitting here, but there's no rust through. And this will be hidden anyway by the fender bracket. So definitely a savable fender. Final item will be the hood. All it's really going to need is a couple spots around this edge that just need straightened out. There's really no cracks in it anywhere. It's going to take a little bit of work here. There's a little bit of a dent where the muffler comes up through. So the hood's another easy fix. That'll be the end of the painting. So I want to get these 3 items prepped so I can paint them all at the same time. That way I'm not wasting a bunch of paint and doing setup more than once. So I've got a pretty fair amount of work to do yet before I'll be able to call this thing a wrap. But they're definitely on the downhill slide. So that's all I got time for today. Hopefully somewhere next week I can get started on that radiator. I'll make a video on that. If you like the videos on this restoration, please consider subscribing to my channel. Hit that like button. Share it with your friends. Also, if you like these videos, a channel called Farmer Pete is just starting a restoration on his WD45. Should be a good, interesting series of videos there too. So check him out if you get time. I'll throw the link down below to his channel. And as always, check out my friends Zane at Hodgepodge Dodge Garage, James at Third Coast OBS, Cody at Y-Doc Productions, and Herb at Michigan Muscle Car Garage. Catch you next time.